a pony known Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have returned. We are live. We are going to be playing some marbles today. Unfortunately, I had to miss last week. As many of you guys know, I live in Texas, and we had our proverbial butts handed to us on a silver platter. I still don't have any running water. My kitchen's basically falling in, and I'm playing marbles because, well, I need some sense of normalcy here. So, let me get everything set up. Let's get some a little bit out of practice, so bear with me. Wait a minute, no, I need you over here. Waha. Alright. The, let's see, the giveaway for 20 should already be going. So we should see that pop up here in just a second. And I am not prepared. Bear with me. What's up, Sab? Good to see you, Omni. Mr. John. Sir Drifter. Oh, it is good to see everybody. It was an insane week, man. I don't recommend it. But I hope everybody had an uneventful week compared to mine. It was certainly enough to keep you busy. But while I had my hands tied, the ZENZO team has been up to a lot of wonderful things. Today is ZENZO's 3rd birthday. So, everybody tell ZENZO-chan happy birthday. Got a lot to celebrate on this birthday. So, yes, I survived. Somehow. We actually, I have a fireplace on my house. Yeah, Jigga, I didn't get to play very much yesterday. I had a meeting I had to go to. And I don't know. I did say double rewards. We're going to go ahead and double them up for this week. Well, yeah, today. And I'm still a little bit out of it, guys. Now you can go into kindergarten. Yay! So, instead of 10, 5, or 10, 7, and 5, we're going to be doing 20, 10, 20, 14, and 10. Yeah. I think that's right. Let me make sure this raffle thing's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Appears that it may not be. Close entries. Do I have the bot? Yes, I have the bot turned on. Alright, let's see if it pops up now. No! Damn it, damn it, Jigga. No. There will be no hookers. What's up, Ahmed? Good to see you, friend. Yeah, no, it was extremely rough. We had a fireplace. We closed off basically all the living room. My daughter stayed at her grandma's house because she has gas. Everything's electric here. And yeah, it was a nice crisp 60 degrees in the living room, and then about 50 if the fire went out. A little rough, but power without 2 days and camping in your living room is severely overrated, in case y'all didn't know. Yeah, I had 2 pipes bust, one over my daughter's room, one over the kitchen. Caused a good amount of damage. So I've got a pretty busy week. There's a lot of things I could be doing right now, but I sure the hell wasn't going to be missing marbles today, man. I need it. I need it from my soul. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and kick off the first race. I don't know why the giveaway thing is not doing what I needed to do, but I don't know what I'm doing. Omni, all you got to do is type in exclamation play. That's going to drop your marble out on the track. If you get first, second, or third, you get to win a little bit of ZNZ. Simple as that. Oh, then you should be on the track. Yep, I see you. You're right there. You're good. It might be a little bit slower today. I don't know, man. Let's see here. I don't know why. My CloudBot is acting up. You don't have permission to perform that action. Oh. Oh. Well, I'll have to fiddle with that in just a second. This music isn't doing it for me. Yep. Alright, Daughter of May, Ahmed, Sab, Omni Owl. Got the new blood out on the track. Everybody else pulling up from behind. Apologies for missing last week, though. Again, it was not... Oh, my goodness. It was not by choice. And I still have a lot of work laid out for me. I'm an owl. I go by air. Oh, God, lanes. No. Jigga. I do need to figure out what the hell is going on with this, though. Hopefully I should see it pop up here in just a second. Daughter of May still holding that lead. MW not too far behind. And Omni Owl holding on to third here. So they are not owls. So they couldn't do that. Daughter of May gets first. Daughter of May is an OG over here at Marbles, so never cut Daughter out. All right, so Daughter of May, Omni Owl, and MW are the winners. Owl, I think I do not have your ZNZ address, so if you would, shoot me a DM with that address, and I'll go ahead and send you over a little bit of ZNZ. Need to make a ZNZ address? You're on an IOU then, brother. Just whenever you got one, I got you. So, I got some payouts to make here. Daughter of May. Just hits me up. We have a buddy quest. Okay, some context would be nice. I've never talked to you before. Alright. So we are doing double. So we're going to do 20. Since we're going to go ahead and do double today, I'm just going to, for whatever reason, the giveaway on the hourly isn't working, but we're doing double rewards today, so we'll just leave it at that. Send. Daughter of May, you got yours. MW. You're next on the list. And whenever you can get me an address, I'll get you taken care of. There's 10 for third. I feel like second's getting stiff with 14, so we're going to make it 15, just so it's like at least intervals of 5. Can't have no weird numbers like that. Nah. But guys, I have a newfound respect for people who stay in cold weather. Like, there's one thing, like, we just not prepared for it. Everything's like ran through the attics. We've got old copper lines here, and anything below freezing, it's a big deal to us. Having snow on Galveston Beach was a really weird picture. I haven't seen anything like that in a very long time. But much less that cold. I wouldn't recommend it. So I would be keeping an eye out on the announcements from ZENZO. As of late, there have been a few things cooking up behind the scenes that you guys probably don't know about. And thanks to Kitty, we are going to have some very new features coming to the ZENZO blockchain very soon. Yep, 1989 was the last time. I was 4 years old. The last time it got that cold. What's this music? Come on now. I feel like there was a better lo-fi channel. Yeah, man, it was it was pretty nuts. Like, there still isn't any milk. Like, everybody ran out of gas. Trucks just stopped running. Luckily, you know, we had like bug out food and everything. I have MREs and things stashed up because we deal with hurricanes and you never know how long you're gonna go without stuff. I had when we got hit by Hurricane Ike, I actually went without power for a month, and we made it just fine. Just the cold was a little bit crazy. All right. So we've got 9 out on the track. We're gonna go ahead and kick it off. I'm gonna join you guys. There's Mr. RJ. 45 seconds to the next roll. I'm trying to be enthusiastic today, guys, but bear with me. I will tell you this. I'm glad that I know plumbing. I'm glad that I know how to take... You just can't find parts right now. But that's probably what I'm going to do after the show is go start ripping down my kitchen. Which I'm super excited to do. My wife's kind of happy because she's getting a new kitchen. I mean, there's a plus side to everything. But, yeah, this is just one thing I don't need extra. Because my daughter's bed got ruined. So there's another, like, $1,000 I got to come up with. Yeah, just... yeah. Oh, no, owl. Oh, God, Omni Owl. There is a little owl running around here, too.
Mondo, cool.
Yo. Carsonated, coming in with the sub. Good to see you, brother. Needed to give the others a chance. Thanks for dialing back, Owl. We appreciate it. Hey, Marble fam. Good to see you, Mr. Carsonated. So unfortunately, there was an issue with this much checkpoint. It actually works out because there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to be needing to get done here. The checkpoint with Gala Games is still a go, just not this month. We are postponing it till next month in case you guys haven't already heard. He had some stuff with the doctors and stuff that he needs to take care of, and obviously people's health always comes first. And I've talked to him several times. Dude's really cool, and I want to make sure that he's nice and healthy for the show. I'm not going to roll any crates today. That's the start of my DNF train begins. I'm not going to roll any crates today. Oh, you're talking about on, whatchamacallit? War Riders? Oh, off the track twice. Oh, bad luck. My bad. Anything. Oh man, like I played a little bit of War Riders for the meeting yesterday. We kind of have a little bit of an alliance with my original enemies, the Knights. Turns out the guys are fairly decent. There's a few people I don't want to attack that are not on my list. Gigabit, you're definitely not one of them. Butter King's kind of on a murdering spree with us right now, so Careful if you guys want to come over to the ZENZO clan. Lanes, looks like you're getting first. Sablast. Come on, Sab. Get that second. Well, I hope you guys get it. You're the only survivors. You think you found your address on Stay Cube? Well, come on. Oh dear. Hi, Athena. That's my kitty. She's a little lonely. Send it on Discord, Omni, so I'll always have it. RJ. Hey. Alright. Well, it's good when it's generous every now and then, right? I appreciate you checking up on me, bub. And there's a lot of people, you know, that when all this kind of went down, everybody was trying to help each other. I find that it was a lot more livable when, you know, neighbors try to take care of one another. And that's what we were seeing. It was good to see. Okay, so Sab, you got second. I'm going to send 15 your way. Remember, Owl, just send that one to me and I'll send you 15 as well. Let's see here. I've got too much trash on my desk. Just too much trash. This is, I don't realize how bad I needed this particular day. Like, hanging out with you guys is like getting with the fam, you know what I mean? And it makes you feel better. Just makes you feel better. It doesn't have to necessarily do anything or great or just some type of normalcy. Be glad when I'm not sleeping in my living room. MW, 2 in a row. Sneaky, sneaky. And I'm officially going to try to kick smoking. I'm preparing right now. I got me some patches, about to get a vapor pen. And once I get that, I'm going to try to kick my little disgusting habit. Oh, that's him. Sorry. I'm not there, guys. I'm just not there. I'm trying. I promise. I promise. Oh, there's the owl. Yes, it is I, the owl. Not I'm the owl. See, it's me, Tendo. Can I have my brain back, please? Alright, thanks. 15 to you, and your first win. Alright. Next track is up. Feel free to join in. Exclamation play. Alright guys, you're going to see me disappear for a moment. Speaking of my disgusting habit. Bam! I'm a ghost. Woo. We had a little bit of dip in crypto this morning, it looks like. Bitcoin finally broke a pretty good high, 58K. And we've seen a nice pullback, but it was caught. I'm hoping that we can bounce good. this bull market's been real nice. Be a shame for it to be over. I understand that vapes are just as bad from the chemicals you take in. Well, I can tell you this. Anything that's gonna pull me off this pack of cigarettes is better than what I've got. And it's just really something for the motion, so. Yeah, the dips did get gobbled up. I was kind of surprised. But that just means there's a lot more people watching the market. That's a good thing. I know, carcinated. Like, I had successfully started to quit. Exactly. That's the main thing, is finding something to do with my hands. But the idea is, I'm going to go ahead and kick off this before I ramble on anymore. The main thing is that, like, I did start, but then we had this hit, and it was too much. I needed something normal, because I couldn't cope. You know, having all that extra added stress on just didn't make things easy. But I figure I'll get me like a little Juul, or, you know, just something when things get too heavy. Thanks, Carsonated. Because, like, when I tell you, the patch actually works. It works very well. But when that next day hit and everything started just going wrong, I was like, I can't deal. I can't deal. Neospark. The Edge. Mint and cinnamon toothpicks, right? Unfortunately, like, I'm ZENZO ecosystem on there, so if I win, I don't get anything. It's just not a one less payout we've got to do. That's kind of how I run it. It used to be a doubler, but yeah. That was a long time ago. Many, many moons ago. Card shuffling is a good one. You used to play Magic the Gathering, so just get 7 cards and shuffle them in your hands. Yeah, I mean, the main problem is that I've always had a cigarette in my mouth when I'm usually working. And that's actually Daughter of May's Ghost. That is the track record that always runs. So currently, John the Drifter's out in the lead. Trip Top not too far behind. RJ right behind them. Sab taking the dive. Ghost always gets ahead, man. Ghost always gets ahead. Run, baby, run! Come on, John. Come on, John. Uh-oh, Neospark slides in for first, taking the lead from John the Drifter, giving him second, and Cryptop third. Congratulations. Let's get some payouts to you guys right now. Neospark, I feel like you've messaged me before, but could you just message me on Discord so you'll pop up on the top for me? You can still put it in your mouth, just don't light it. Yeah, no, that's something that, but that's just why, like, I'm gonna just get the vapor pen and just try to nip it in the bud, because I'd rather try to fight that than, you know, nothing, because I could just get one with no nicotine in it, because it's really the hand motions. It's really just the hand motions. So John the Drifter get him second. Alright, 15. Cryptop. One of the OGs. Wait a minute, Cryptop? Did you change your name or something? Cause wait, or am I just that off? Alright, here, hold on. Let me get back on the screen here. Cryptop, I can't find your name. I don't know. Like, I've always been able to find your name, but for some reason, I can't. Huh. Interesting. Maybe it's because we just haven't said anything in so long, it probably just like auto deleted it. Maybe. I'm not sure. But send me a DM. Alright, so NeoSpark, be sure to send me a DM too. So I can get you guys taken care of. I'm going to go ahead and write it down so we can get to the next track. NeoSpark, like 20. Cryptop. That's strange. I've never had a problem finding yours. 10. Yeah, see, that's what I have been able to looked you up from Cryptop from the beginning. And I guess it's not showing up under that anymore. I gotta remember this name now. Alright, so let me get the next track up. Sorry about that, gang. I said bear with me. I'm not all there. Oh, you 10. Okay. Strange. All right. So you guys know the drill. Exclamation play. Drop your marble out there. For blocked. I don't have the raffle working for some reason. Something's going on with it, and I'm not bothering with it because we're doing double rewards today. So you'll have a chance to get 20 as long as you can pull off first. So you'll see. You'll see. But I hope everybody is having a fantastic Monday. Mondays suck, but they don't have to, as long as you're on the ZENZO Marble Show. You guys should like I said earlier, you guys should be definitely keeping an eye out on the announcements. There are going to be some things coming down the pipeline very soon that I think is going to break this thing right out of its shell. Now, anything good takes a little bit of time, as you're well aware. It is ZENZO's 3rd birthday, and it's been a road. But a lot of you guys have been here since, some of you since the beginning, and you know what we've been up to. And every day we get a little bit closer. So, hey, brother, no worries. I can tell you about the meetings. Alright, so we're going to start up. 45 seconds. Already 30 minutes into the show. Good lord. So yeah, I'm thinking as soon as I get done with this, Texas is going to be warm for at least the next week. So I'm going to go start cutting out pipe, knocking down the drywall, kind of blocking off the kitchen. As soon as we can get water running again.
Mondo, cool.
I'm stoked. Yo, Dad Gamer sending the ice cream. What's up, D to the G? My man. We actually had a good buddy's dad pass away recently. COVID, it's still a very real thing out there. Regardless of what, whatever our particular governments are saying about the time, just protect yourselves. And it's not necessarily, if you're my age, and you probably don't have a lot to worry about. But we've got parents, we've got grandparents. There's things out there that we want to protect. And I'm not saying go out there with masks and gloves, and just be aware. Just be aware. Don't buy the hype. Just do what feels right. I'm not saying go out there and lick doorknobs either. I know how some of you are. I'm more of a window licker myself. Oh man, we got some window lickers here, but the only thing that's stopping them is their helmet. Oh, oh my God! Remember that was a thing. That was an action. That is a thing. Like when we look back 1,000 years from now, there'll be like there was people in this generation that were licking toilets on airplanes, and it's like. They're not going to remember the good stuff we did. That's the stuff they're going to remember. Hey, you remember back in 2020? I love a good doorknob. Now locked. Well, I guess you are locked. Look at toilets on airplanes. Tendo 2021. Oh, yo. GG. You sexy bastard. Thank you for coming in with the host, my friend. Much appreciated. I swear, man, I feel like I needed this more than you needed the ZENZO. But be sure to hold on to that ZENZO, man. If there's so many things I want to be able to tell you guys, but all I can say is just wait. Just wait. Just wait. And don't lick. Don't lick until. Shh. Omni. Quiet, you. Little devil. I like puzzles. Create a puzzle people have to solve. In due time. In due time. Congratulations, Mr. Lanes, on first place. See, there. I told you there's another owl. There's a little owl. Sab coming up in second. Mr. Carsonated. Oh man, you can. Oh, Sab. Carsonated, damn it, man. You could bet when we start throwing out some Easter eggs. Cryptop getting second. John the Drifter getting third. These Cryptops, my God, these Easter eggs are not going to be easy. And I will go ahead and tell you, there is nothing really to be looking for yet. But when there is, I want these things to be going on for quite a long time. So there will be pieces to the puzzle that you will have to gather. So let that be known. Chocolate Easter eggs. Whoops, I accidentally hit the close the browser button. Oh, Lane's got the new record. I will solve them in 2045. Hey, if you do solve them in 2045, hopefully Zenzo is worth a little pretty penny then. Alright, so let's see here. But it is utility coin, so may not be worth anything. And yeah, that's your original address. Yep. Chwanky. Crypt top. I already got you on the top, so there you go. 15 to you. 15. Yo, all right. Gotcha. Thanks, Spark. By the way, NeoCloud, I like it. Let's see, what did I have you down for? I think you were in first place. Yep, 20. All right, so Mr. John. But me and the Miss have actually discussed potentially selling the house we were living in to go get some property out somewhere and build. Make something a little nice from the ground up, my own two hands. Done a lot of building and stuff like that, so it's not completely out of the question. Oh hell yes, dude! I'm getting excited for Age of Rust. I've already got my cards. I'm ready. I am friggin' ready. Let's see. Please no. Let's stop thinking now. Better be longer than COD Zombies did on the second day of release on their first go. Ugh. Alright guys, track is up, exclamation play, join us for your chance to win a little bit of ZENZO. If you have any questions about what we are doing, if you're new to the clan, just say what the hell are you doing. We'll explain it. And if you don't know, ZENZO gaming ecosystem is brought to you by the gamer, for the gamer, through blockchain. And all proceeds that have been coming to you guys is from them. We like to give back to our community. So just show up, ask them questions, hang out, and play some marbles. What are you doing to my investment? Nothing. We're destroying it. We just spent 3 years busting our ass just for kicks. I hope that when we start getting some games in the library, people start really seeing what the capabilities of ZENZO are. I'm hoping. Yeah. Yeah, dude, we took that ICO and we ran with all that money. Literally none. Oh, man. Hey, man, sure. Well, yeah. I'll head to the post office right now. No worries, man. You mean you bumped up the price to get more profit? Exactly. No. The raffle isn't going on right now, bud. Having some issues with that software. Yeah. I am just rolling in the money with my house falling down around me, brother. Let me tell you. My daughter can't sleep here because I've got so much money. Not really. I wouldn't give yourself that much credit. I really wouldn't push my buttons today if I was you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Here we go. All right. Oh, my lord, supplant. I still say that that's like casting a spell on somebody. Here we go. Oh, this one's pretty cool. It's just a straight shot, but you got all those tires in the way. Sab's got the track record on this one. I'm coming for it. Samurai. Come on, Jigga. This is a racetrack. You like vehicles. Yeah, for about 48 hours. Monday and Tuesday. Come on, RJ. You ain't gonna get knocked off the track this time. The raffle isn't currently going on right now, but we are doing double rewards. I'm having some issue with the software, and I'm not going to go through all of it trying to fix it. But we are doing double rewards, so you'll have a chance to make you a little bit. There you go. You got you a first. Oh, Melor, coming in second. Come on, Jigga. Oh, God. And Jigga sneaks past. Sadness. Yeah, anything can happen on a track like this, man. All right, so close. You'll get yours, man. Still plenty of races today. All right, Mr. RJ. All right. Oh, Melor. There you are. $15. And Jigga. My Jigga. Right into you, sir. Yeah, we're playing War Riders. They're like, oh, that's Jigga, but I'm like, I ain't shooting Jigga. I was like, I ain't doing it. I was like, our main enemies are Gold Diggers and DH. That's the only ones I'm gunning for. When I saw that one tank, like, literally just hanging out at the damn post and everybody's going around him, it was Ivan. And I was like, you know what? Nah. Not today. You ain't gonna just sit here and take... I ended up getting like 28 off of him, and yeah, he's not been happy with me ever since. But that whole, like, camping the garages and stuff, I'm not okay with. I ain't doing all that. Unless it's like Ivan. I'll do that on Ivan. If you guys haven't played War Riders, it is the funnest game to hate. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in that game. Yeah, see, dude, like, we're actually teamed up with all them right now, but that's, like, I'm not gonna argue with that, because Block and all them, they've had their run, for sure. But that's the main thing, is like, we had a alliance with DH, but they were taking the lion's share of everything, and, you know, the Knights have been alright. They've been able to share, and they actually, I've seen them, like, let some vans and stuff through. Some of them got murdered, but at least they're not holding every post. I love to hate them in the beginning. I can't believe we're actually running with them now, but it is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. 45 seconds to the next race. But yeah, Butter's not happy with me at all. Like, he's taking it rather personal. I'm like, it's just a game. Sorry. But yeah, I'm not just gonna attack anybody. Like Yip. Like, I remember when Yip came out, I was like, I don't want to shoot Yip. I like Yip. He good people. Alright. Here we go. Nope. I am not a fan of this track. Omni Owl holding on to that lead, though. In front of the Ghost. Yeah, dude, no. Aggro Cat is like... That is your spar partner. Aggro Cat's not going to fight you to try to steal your BZN. Aggro Cat's going to fight you just to fight you. And I love that. Daughter of May, way up on the lead right now. Locke not too far behind. Still, though, I don't want to box with Gigabit. I don't. I like having friends out there. Oh, whoa, Melor. Hey, look, it worked. Everybody's kind of hung up. My gun's hurt. Alright, this could be anybody's here. But it looks like Omni Owl and Omelor here have the advantage. We'll see. Ba-ba-boom. Omni Owl first. Omelor gets second. And who's getting third? Hey. All right. $20 to the Omni one. Oh, Melor. Pivx had a nice little spike too. You guys been watching that? It spiked up pretty good over the last couple days. 15. And Daughter of May. And to the people that did reach out to me and make sure I was okay, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. It's nice that some of you guys were thinking about us down here. The rest of the U.S. thinks it's a great big joke. But it was pretty serious. 11-year-old passed away. There was a man who actually froze to death next to his wife, and she almost passed away. It was pretty bad. I've never seen anything like it. Not in my 35 years of being on this planet. Like, I was 4 when it happened, but I don't think even then it was that bad, to be honest. To the next track. Dude, yeah, like, it was like, that's a good way of putting it, because those rolling outages, it wasn't that the system could not handle it. It was that the profit margin wasn't in a green range. So they tried to make it to where, you know, section was out for an hour. No. But when you take that off the grid, you think of electricity like water. And if everything's pressurized and the water's flowing, it's okay. But if you take that pressure away and you have to repressurize something and all of those things on the other side draw from it, there's not enough, and it sucks in too much and it breaks everything down. Yeah, there are some people with dynamic billing like on. They're not on a fixed rate, and yeah, they got screwed badly. Yes, they did. But again, like, when does negative 15 hit? You know what I mean? It's like, that's not something you play into it. You usually fight having too much insulation, because too much in the heat will kill it. We're trying to fight heat, you know, 110 degrees, 100% humidity, on months on end sometimes. And that, yeah, it makes it difficult. It's true. It's true. But that was, you know, kind of my thought about it too. It's also my fault for depending on it. I mean, the way I grew up, the more you can do for yourself, the better off you are. So that's pretty much why we're thinking about getting some property. Gonna use a Generac gas system for electricity, as well as having a solar array built for myself, and then have generators on top of that. So we've got 3 types of redundancies. If we do get commercial power, we will hook up into it, but probably be providing electricity to the grid to make some extra income. It's not like a TV station, it's the grid. It's true. And I mean, there are 3 major grids in the US, and Texas is standalone. Unfortunately, that was a downfall in this particular case. It was a downfall. I don't know. All I know is I don't want to go through it again. It's not like we don't have enough hurricanes and everything else to worry about. Well, I can tell you this. There are some governors and a few other people that are going for throats down here because they are pissed. And then, well, there's going to be answers. I can guarantee it. They should be. You know, when we had Ted Cruz decide to go to Cancun in the middle of all this. You son of a bitch. I could not imagine. I could not imagine leaving my people. Like, if I was a governor or anything, you know, or any state, in any type of catastrophe, I would not leave them. It is like your moral obligation to walk through the streets with people and suffer along with them. You don't have to take it to the extreme of sleeping in their home or anything, but you need to see it from a ground level to feel the weight. Sure the hell not be in Cancun. Just yikes. Well, that's the great thing about it, is because Texas is kind of like a republic. They tend to deal with a lot of things internally, and the emotions that are already in gear, somebody's going to be answering for a lot of this. And I would not want to be that person right now at all. Hurricanes, tornadoes, extreme heat, now extreme. Yeah, you know, like I said, when I got hit by Hurricane Ike, I went without power for a month, and that was dead summer. So, yeah. Well said, Omni. Well said. Well freaking said. Goes to Cancun. I'm surprised. Like I know they had to remove the corporate numbers from the, was it ECOT, or like whatever it's called for the power, because people are going after them, like literally looking up their address and going to find them, because those are the ones that kept their kids sleeping in sub-freezing temperatures, and we tend not to take that very lightly. So I'm hoping there will be repercussion. Look at RJ snaking through there. MW getting right through the bricks. RJ getting that second first place win. MW catching second. And Carsonated catching third. But then again, I'm also like, I'm not out looking for vengeance or anything else like that. Like, how dare they do that to us? And there's plenty of people that already are. I am a strict believer of, you know, eye for an eye leaves the world blind. All I did was learn my lesson. I can't depend on my government or my own power system to take care of me when I really need it. And I have to do something about that. That's all there is to it. That's the answer to my, you know, that's the answer to the equation to me. So I've got plans. We'll see what happens. Mr. RJ, get you 20. Besides, like, I stayed up in Canada for probably about 4 or 5 months, and we pumped our own water. We took everything from, you know, the land around us while also putting back. And I enjoyed living like that. So I'm going to try to do something like that again. W? Omni, I already liked you, but you're one of the people's, man. You get it. All right, Mr. Carsonated, have not sent you some rewards in quite some time. Carcinated, have you tried the Forge yet, dude? You need to. I need to be able to send you something to hold on to that you will like. Surprised Mad Ed isn't here. Alright. Let's get it. It's already the 2nd hour. Can I just stream all day and then do the rest of my house later? Should I go take a picture and show you guys? Let me go take a picture and show you guys. I won't be able to like take a picture of like my daughter's bedroom because like most of that's already cleaned up. Now here. See how well that comes through. That comes through like shit. Crank it up here. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, that's my kitchen right now. You can kind of see it. Yeah. What the shit? You can no longer enter the raffle. Damn you, Omni. What a feeling. The kitchen on the ceiling. Alright. Ladies and gents, if you're not already on the track, you have 45 seconds to do so. Join us for your chance to win a little bit of ZENZO. Oh. And don't forget, it is Zenzo's birthday, so be sure to stop in the Discord, say happy birthday to Miss Zenzo Chan. 3 years already. Oof. And we'll do it again and again. I'm hoping for Zenzo to be around for a very, very long time. That's why we're doing slow and steady. Yo, thank you for the follow. Aaron Yeager the God. Hello. Yo, Sandra dude, thank you very much for the follow. I think oh, that sounded bad. Sandra J. God, give me a break. Quinceañera. There's a lot of people who don't know what that is, but that's like the Sweet 16 in it's kind of like in the Spanish culture a little bit. I'm from Texas, though. I'm used to them. I see them all the time. I don't think she's gonna be getting one. Oh God! Now to think about it, so technically she's 3. That would be, or is it 15 when they do it? I don't know. I think it's 16. Either way, that's still like 12 years away. Miss Zenzo Chan. Oh yeah, Deb. Yeah, you're. It's pretty much south. It's 15. That's what I thought. Yeah, Sweet 16 is like my girls. Like my daughter. She is 15. My daughter turned 15 in February, gang. And I'm not ready. But maybe ZENZO year equals 1 human year. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe it equals 3. That sucks. My kid's gonna have, like, she's staying at her grandma's right now until I get everything fixed up here. Hello, Kilios. Kyle. Cal, you got first. Omelor and Lane, second and third. Creepy Cruise. I think Creepy Cruise has the right ring to it. Like, you have Sleepy Joe and Creepy Cruise. That flows. That flows together. It does, right? Like, that's what fits. All right, Kyle, let me pay you out, brother. And anybody that has not got the Forge on their desktop yet, please, we need you guys to test it. We need you guys to use it. Try to break it. Send ZFIs to back and forth to one another. Make some. Make a whole slew of them. Just make sure that you download it and run it and use it, so we can get that information. If there's anything that breaks or something that's not working right, be sure to reach out to us in the Forge section inside of the Discord. And there's yours. And Mr. Lanes, getting some good wins today, sir. All right. Next track it is. Hey, it's always much appreciated when you guys tune in and put up with my mess for a couple hours. Yo, Rock Andre, good to see you, man. Hey, man, the more Z&Z you get in your pocket, the more you can stake, the more that you can earn. And when the video games and all those things start coming out, the better position you're going to be in to get the neat stuff inside of those games. And maybe those items in the games will span between mini games. Maybe you'll have an offer to buy card packs for certain things. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows what'll be coming down the pipeline? All I'm saying is, like, if you don't have any in your pocket, by the time everybody knows about it, it's going to be too late. I'll just become a video game. Oh, my wife would say I'm a video game because I'm always getting played. Sorry. Sorry, that joke just hit me and I needed to say it. I needed to say it. And I pretty much put myself down. I guess you really are, Dad. It's true. It is true. I am. It's true. 45 seconds to the next race, gang. I haven't laughed this much all week. I don't know if it's bad because I'm cracking myself up or, yeah, I don't know. All I know is that, like, next year, like, when a freeze comes, Texas is gonna break loose, dude. Even if there is a whisper of like negative 30 degrees, people are going to lose their damn minds. People are going to be getting trampled at stores. You're not going to be able to find pipe insulation for miles. I can tell you that already, at least for like the next 5 or 6 years. But as of right now, people are going to be losing their mind and having flashbacks of the great freezing of 2021. Right. That was kind of a strange thing, wasn't it? I mean, out of all things to really leave the shelves, toilet paper? Like, what? Really? You know, there was one thing that really broke my heart, though. I saw a picture of a little old woman standing over, you know, these empty shelves. And I'm thinking about all these people buying all of this extra that they don't need because this was only going to be, you know, a 4 or 5 day event, and they went out and stockpiled like they weren't going to be able to have anything for 6 months. And that's ridiculous. That's the same reason that I'm not like going head over shoulders trying to go get equipment to fix everything, because I guarantee you there's, you know, a single mom with maybe a couple kids and, you know, no husband, you know, they passed away or they split up or anything else like that, and she's trying to fix things by herself. You know, I'd rather her get it first than me. I'd rather her get help from a plumber first than me. That's just kind of how I look at it, because all of these resources that we use on a day-to-day basis, they are truly finite. Though they appear on the shelves as something that's always omnipresent. But yeah, it's wild. Well, we do have wells down here, so we do have private water pumps and everything else like that. Um, but when I was in Canada, like, we had outhouses, believe it or not. And like I lived really simple for very long, and it's amazing what you won't miss. I didn't miss TV, I didn't miss phones, I didn't miss technology, I didn't miss a lot of that stuff. Of course, now with, you know, Starlink getting more popular, you can actually have the best of both worlds. So Real RJ, that's another first place win for Mr. RJ. Lanes and Rock Andre getting them wins. That's true, Jigga. I didn't really think about that, but the main thing is like reusable. Like, you're not gonna use anything that you reuse anything for the bathroom. Obviously, if you do, then get your head checked. But for the most part, using something either that you can make and dispose of, or yeah, something similar to what you're used to. Starlink is super exciting. I really, the speeds on it are perfect. The price on it is good. Well, yeah, but it also depends who's running that show. I wouldn't mind having somebody running a monopoly on something that is somebody like Muss. Well, the thing is about it is that most of the high-powered scopes are running around in satellite form, so they're out there beyond the Starlink satellites anyway. And to tell you the truth, I used to work in satellite TV. There is hundreds time more garbage floating through the sky than those Starlinks. I mean, just the TV satellites alone dwarf the amount of Starlink that's out there right now. Well, I mean, I guess that's one way of looking at it. There's always, there's always a downside, I guess. But me personally, until we have a better, a better way about it, then not like I could see the stars from where all the city lights anyway. I did get to see the Aurora Borealis one time. That was pretty cool. Rock Andre. Rock Lobster. Bladao. Yeah, that is a big thing, with the human race. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Yeah, it's pretty wild that we just landed another rover. Yeah, the long exposure telescope equipment. That will make things a little bit more difficult, but they're... Oh, wow. Yeah, I haven't watched that video yet. Omni. Oh my god, that is great. Holy shit. Oh, that is fantastic. Hey, no worries, John. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start this race off. 45 seconds. Damn it, Elon, we're on to you, man. We know who you had somebody in the trunk. Who was she? Who? That's amazing. That is by far the best theory that I have heard for that ever. I dig Musk. I like his approach. I like his, his angle on a lot of different things. And though a lot of people have a lot of issues with that, kind of overseeing, monopolizing, and capitalistic. He didn't just have that handed to him. It wasn't just something that he just like, hey, let me get some money and I'm gonna go make this. That's what I think is kind of admirable. It's taking the existing, ideas and trying to break them. Go outside that box. And that's what we really need right now. So we need change in a sustainable manner. But Teslas ain't exactly... They're not exactly the answer. But I think it's having multiple sources. I know people a lot of people were blaming wind turbines. I was like, show me on this picture where the wind turbine hurt you. Like, it didn't just set out that night like, hey, let's make everybody cold as shit. Huh? What do you think, guys? Let's do it. Let's freeze up. I'm pretty sure that's not how it played out. So, definitely not mad at the innovations that have been, utilized from wind. But the idea that you didn't have any kind of redundancies for freezing, I get it. You're building in Texas, but you're building in North Texas. There's plenty of ice there. So, You just wasn't thinking. I've not dug into that man's history that much. I just feel like there could be a lot worse people trying to run something like that. Well, I don't think anybody has, the right to be able to take people's funds away from them if they do something successful. Like, I mean, if somebody is a millionaire or a billionaire and got there by honest means, who's anybody to say, oh, well, you shouldn't be able to have that much money? It's like, sorry. Like, that's not, it's not really, like, that's the bad thing, and that everybody knows everybody's business to the point to where everybody can judge. Like, really, the main thing is keeping your circle focused on your stuff enough. We try to utilize everything for the best we can, and I do believe that everybody makes the decision whether they think it's right for them or multiple people. It's tough. All right, John, take it easy. It's not necessarily hoarding riches, man. Like, there are plenty of people that been made millionaires in the last month that, been broke probably their entire lives. But I'm not going to tell somebody, well, you made all this money, you should be doing. It's not my place. It's true. There's probably been more millionaires made over the last 10 years from just cryptocurrency alone. But once they get to that point, they're not exactly breaking their backs to help everybody else. You will see people doing donations for tax breaks, but do not read me. Thank you for the follow. All right, Squids, I owe you some ZENZO. I've been broke. I have been literally flat out broke. And I'll hand a stranger the last 20 out of my pocket because they have it worse off than I do. I mean, I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there with money that are decent human beings that probably have gone out of their way. Steve Buscemi, like, that dude right there has done so many things underneath the radar to not catch limelight for what he's doing. You know what I mean? There are good out there, because for every bad thing you see, there's always the catalyst. That's not necessarily true either. My stepdad was, he's worth a couple million. Started from literally nothing. Bought boats and then bought more crew boats and then just built with time. But he does help the things that he does believe in. And he didn't do it by stepping on the necks of other people. I mean, that's just, you can have both. It's just like matter. For every piece of matter, there's a piece of antimatter. There's literally always the opposite. That's just my 2 cents, though. But I mean, it's like, what is being provable? Because you can look it up on the internet and it says it about somebody. I mean, even then, even if it's set in stone, what is that doing for you? Honestly. And I'm going to tell you this because, like, through everybody, like, fighting over Democrat and Republican in the U.S., the only thing that's changed for me in the last 14 years is that I paid a fine for not having insurance. Then I didn't pay a fine for insurance. And then I got a check from the government. That's the only thing that's really changed. And if I focused on every little thing that came from the hill, I would drive myself and run myself ragged. I worry about what I can worry about and fix. If I can't fix it, if it's beyond me, I can't. I'm not going to worry about it. This is my stepdad, but well, that's not necessarily true. There's so many people that I know personally that have started from flat out nothing. Like myself, dude. Like, I grew up pretty harsh. My stepdad, or my real dad, was a drug addict. Like, beat your mom drug addict. When my parents split up, there were nights we didn't eat. There's a lot of different things, and like so on and so forth. I left school when I was a kid. I was 17, worked on pipelines. I busted my ass. I was making $1,000 a week, but I was working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. And I worked for everything I got. Even like going into Zenzo's not made to be like this, multi-million-dollar thing. In fact, we started from the red. And we built on it piece by piece with not taking money from anybody else. And if we do it right, it could make a lot of people a lot of money. So there is that potential out there to start from absolutely nothing and get that. But you can't be so busy looking and comparing to other people. You have to worry about you. That's just like, again, that's my 2 cents. And I'm going to rant forever if I don't pay these people out. It's possible, but not easy. Improbable, unlikely, but not impossible. I mean, the only chains you have are the ones you let yourself have. Artwork can never be taken away from you, and admire that you did go up. I'm not suggesting that you aren't good people. Money just incentivizes to get more of it, which requires human suffering as a determined by capitalist grind that we live under. That's a choice, though. There is a choice to lie, cheat, and steal your way to the top. It is quick and it is easy. But when you bust your ass and you carry other people's weight and you carry it in the best way that you can and you make it, though it may not be in the time people want it, and it may not be delivered in the time or done in a way that they want it, but you did. And you keep an idea of what the little person is thinking. It's hard. All right, there we go. No. That's good conversation. Exactly. Good talk. No, I'd rather disagree with somebody and talk about it like a human being than have this knockout, drag out, my way is blah, blah, blah. We're both doing what we believe is right. And unfortunately, there are some really crooked people that what they think they're doing is right. And I will agree with you. It's so ugly out there. And the vast majority of the billionaires and all that shit, it's wrong what they do. When all they could do is they could help. But if I bust my ass and I get to a certain spot and I did it the right way and I did make millions of dollars. There is nobody that could tell me that I have a right to spend a penny on anything else. That was the cards I was dealt. This is how I played them. This is to where I got. But you bet your ass if I did, there's a whole lot of people coming with me. Because what's the point of having all the money in the world if you got it alone? Like, Scrooge McDuck had to be lonely as shit till he got his nephews. You know what I'm saying? No, this is the human element. This is the chaos element that once you kind of control it and you bounce ideas back and forth, even if they may not be eye to eye, something good comes from it. It's that critical thinking that pushes humanity forward. You know what I mean? Until you stop being busy. But all work and no play, man. Makes Jack a dull boy. I like having fun. And though I wish, a lot of the things were different. A lot of the people that were on top wasn't. Now, like when you talk like Rockefeller and like stuff like that, that's when I'm like, because those guys are just straight up evil. Like there's no ands, if, or buts. Good point, Owl. Thank you, Smile. Alright, ladies and gents, finally, another race. Just tell me to shut up next time. Sorry. But no, you bring good conversation to the table. Should never run away from good conversation. That keeps the hourglass from dipping, you know what I mean? And it's true though that there's a lot of bad people on the top. But I'm not gonna waste time on them, because they certainly ain't gonna waste it on me. And I'll build my castle right underneath their nose, brick by brick. And when they come to take it away, I'll be glad that I'm in Texas. There are memes to be had, sir. Omni, I know you're newer to the ZENZO tribe, but you fit right in. It feels good, and I'm glad you're here. As well as everybody else here today. All my friends, all my Zenzonites. I'm also a dirty socialist communist Dane, so... Oh, man. I don't really carry a title. I just believe in humanism. I believe as long as the human element is introduced, there is no definition. It just is. And we just fumble shit around until we figure it out. And then we try to identify it. Though that definition may be there. And a small explanation. Is it really explained? That's just what we came up with. It's like lines on a map. They're not there. The names of the towns, it's really not there. If all of it got wiped from the face of the planet now, would you know where you were at? It's just dirt at the end of the day. Had an American couple over as a part of their honeymoon, good friends. The guy made a funny joke about Denmark, and he was like, you can be anything you want to be here, except free. Freedom is, coming from the U.S., they use that word a lot. Freedom. It's such a loaded word these days. Because what is freedom? No. But what is the meaning of a word if it's not just something you believe? And when in doubt, say freedom. It's true. That I get a lot of that. I've seen a lot of people talk about their freedoms and everything else like that. But we do have a lot of freedoms here in the U.S., but it's freedoms. It's not freedom as this giant overcast thing, because if people were free to do whatever the hell they want, they'd be doing disgusting things. I don't know. I feel like so many things were built on a good idea that have been crumpled down to what's the word? Huh. I just feel like the whole idea of it's been humiliated. It's just not guns. It's your right for like this whole vaccine thing. It's completely your right to take it or not. Um, Whether it be your right for your kids to get a certain shots or not. I mean, when I was growing up, there was a couple handfuls. Now there's literally 100. Just one that my daughter had. They later say, "Oh no, this might cause infertility in your daughter now," and we put it into her body, and we said it was okay. It's just one of those things. The people who have a right to scream freedom are the people that fought for it, even though that a lot of times the fight was delusional itself. We had no business being a lot of different places. But that's just the way it is. It's the way the world is. It's not fair. It's chaos. It's literally survive or be eaten. I mean, that's how it is in the animal world. We've sugarcoated it so much that it looks like it's all, unicorns and rainbows going up. But then the reality of it is that no, it's not all. It's not all unicorns and rainbows. RJ15. Freedom to make bad decisions, even if bad decisions that infringe upon freedoms of others. It's true. But then again, like you say, the defiance of nature. Rock Andre, I just saw yours. Let me get yours. Let me send this out before I forget it. I think it's this is just, and again, this is my belief. It's whatever you choose to focus on that is going to be highlighted more in your mind. I think the human race is something very beautiful. For all of its faults, it is a scientific conundrum how we are even here. To be born is winning the lottery. It's literally winning the proverbial lottery. Seeing through your set of eyes, thinking through your own mind, running your meat suit is a lottery. And whatever you focus on, that is your reality. Because there is no reality, it's only your perception of it. Because everybody's perception of it is different. To me, what exists to me is what's in front of me. My home, my family, you guys, the project, the things that I need to make sure get done. These are the only things on my forefront. Therefore, I don't worry about the world around me. I do have certain freedoms here. I own weapons. Like that's it. It's one of the major reasons that this country will never be invaded by a land invasion. One, we've got the tactical advantage when it comes to the land. And two, there's a gun behind every blade of grass. So that's a piece of safety. And the main thing is that if our government decides to do something complete and utterly disgusting, we have the ability to rise up. We may not win the war, but they'll remember our name. And that's important. What if I told you exactly? I mean, let's think about it. The Earth's existence is billions of years old. The human race as we know it has been really functioning for probably, and I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, I'll say 10k years, 10,000. All of the things that we believe now are just a flicker of time. So whatever you choose to take in, it's either going to help you or it's going to poison you. It's going to push you along or it's going to hold you back. I don't take any of the blows that I've made up into this day as something detrimental. I've learned from all of it. It's made me better. It's made me stronger. Just recently, like figuring out I could keep my wife warm while she sleeps by staying up, you know, that it's the little things. It's the little things that really drive it home. Well, why are we comparing? Why can't it just be enough to work for us? We're not telling all the other countries, you should have all your guns. No, this is what works for us. And whatever works for you, works for you. And that's fine. All right, let's kick it off. 45 seconds to the next race. It doesn't always have to be a pissing contest. That's the main thing. What works for somebody may not work for another. But there has to be something alluring enough for the rest of the world to flood in. Now, granted, that hasn't probably happened in a while, but there was a time when plenty of doors were open. But then again, it's the same thing with the driver's license. You can kill somebody with a car. But if you take away the guns from the good guys, the only people with guns at that point are bad guys. It's dealing with the situation as not, okay, this is what worked in Australia, so this is what you guys should do. No, there's a lot more guns coming over the border without stamps than you would believe. Well, I will tell you this. The little 80-year-old woman who lives across her street has a shotgun right behind her door. And it's also known that if something was to happen in this home and somebody was to come in it, my daughter knows to go across the street and talk to her. And it's really... not all guns are actually specifically designed to kill. Some are actually designed to start races. Some are designed to just specifically for targeting. Because they're low caliber and not, I mean, there's a lot of different things. There's guns that shoot rubber bullets. There's guns that shoot tear gas. There's a lot of different things. But down here, in particular Texas, we do hunt. And we do sport shoot. Like, I go to a gun range. And it's obvious you don't like guns. I get that. But it's one of those things I would love to never need it and have it than need it and not have it. Yeah, a gun was designed to kill, but it's also, it comes down to the person. I mean, cheeseburgers make people fat, but we're not outlawing, like, cheeseburgers. Cigarettes are killing people, but they're not outlawed. Like, it all depends on what agenda it fits. Like, if somebody gets fat, I'm not going to outlaw a fork. Because if you take away guns here, they're going to make a bomb. If you take away the stuff to make a bomb, they're going to grab a plane. If they take away the planes, they're going to grab a car. People kill one another. It is people that kill one another. What they use isn't the significance here. The fact that people want to kill each other is. Oh, Melor, the real RJ, and Kilios. Yeah, I know. I've been addicted to him for years. But that's also like another thing. The first thing that like people want to attack when we say freedom, it's like, well, y'all are just trying to protect your guns. It's like, no, the reason, like, this is, it's written into our Constitution. We have the right to bear the same arms our government does in case they try to kill us. And I don't know how like it is over there, but people do break into homes here for no reason. There are cartels in Texas that will kill pregnant women just because. And that isn't anything that we did in the US. These are coming from other places. How do you defend yourself? You don't go out with a slingshot. You don't go out with a knife. I know plenty of stories where the good guy with the gun stopped the bad guy with the gun. Because that's the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun. Like, unless you're from England and you got a narwhal tusk, which was freaking awesome, by the way. All right, let's see here. Mr. RJ. So, dude, like in over, I think there was like some dude brought out a knife, and this dude brought out like a narwhal tusk. He's like, "Oh, you want to fight?" Like I think it was like somewhere in the English, like turnpike or something like that. The U.S. existed as a nation for 200 years, given the entire history about violence and subjugation of others. Europe has a similar story, of course, but so why not we just say there's a problem with humans? Because that's where the problem is. It's us as the human race that is the problem, because we haven't learned to live with one another. Don't blame tools. It's not the tools. It is the fact that we let our governments dictate what happens to us. We let them send us to war. We let them dictate how we think. We let them we let them dictate what we teach our kids. We let them dictate what we eat. I mean, everything like that is the initial issue to me. That's reported. That's I'm sorry, but if you believe everything that's coming through number wise, that is a bigger issue, because there are more people dying from other things than guns. That is literally what you're already hyper focused on the gun part. So if you draw away from that and you look at what's killing outside of that, like there's a lot. There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. All I know is I've grown up with it my whole life. I've played violent video games, and I have never once been in a shootout. I've killed deer. I've killed what I ate. But Kyle. All right, here we go. Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't go off of studies. I literally go off of what's happened to me. Yes, I have witnessed a lot of violence in my life. I live on the like south sides of the cities, man. Like I've seen it. I've seen a lot of non-value of life. But I feel like if just humans valued life more, these problems wouldn't be the issue. If we learn to live soundly with one another, it doesn't matter what things are on this planet. We're not going to use them because it's not okay. It's not okay to drop bombs. It's not okay to kill somebody. It's just not okay. It's also not okay to rape somebody. It's also not okay to fall into break into somebody's house. But I'll tell you this, The animalistic part of me says, if you mess with mine, I'll take you out. And I have the right and the means to do so. And knowing I can protect my family means a lot to me. Because I'm not the biggest dude. I can't fight off 5 dudes. But my AK can. Because it's got 30 rounds. There it is. As what is our environment is separate from how we act. It is. Don't be a victim to environment. Like, it's... If I fell by my environment, I would be a drug addicted, alcoholic, wife beater, asshole. Be the difference. People just stop having ways to defend themselves. No more martial arts. And this is the thing. There is nothing wrong with Omni's point of view here. Because the thing is if you take away the guns, you've ultimately taken away the main issue. I get that part. But it's so seated that the only thing you're doing is giving the carte blanche to bad guys, knowing that they don't have any weapons to defend themselves anymore, so we can kick in a door. And again, like, no, it's not about picking sides. Everybody in this chat room right now, doesn't matter what your beliefs are, I love you. As from a human being to another human being that exists on the planet Earth. The fact that we can sit here is literally the numbers behind it. It's illogical and astronomical that we were literally all born at this time, meeting here on this day. I think it's great. All right, 45 seconds in the next one. So again, like I said, it's good conversation to me because that's what the views are of us. But what you don't get to see is the time that my dad took me out to the woods and showed me to respect the weapon, how to carry it, what it can do if you shoot it up in the air. Well, I mean, it's just, we are the heralds of that. And though a lot of people may not agree with it, that if it came down to it, regardless of what people's beliefs are, if somebody come to attack my daughter or my wife, I can defend myself against a group of people. And in today's world, I think that's kind of important. And I hope to God that there's never a time that any of us will ever have to use the means, something like that. I would love to be in a world where something like that shouldn't even need to exist. But we do. We do. Look, I love you guys both. Carsonated is one of my people, and you are too. Just be. From a Texan, like, we love our guns, but we love our state. We love our state damn near more than we love our country. Like, that's how much, we love things down here. When a lot of the stuff that went through, like, really rough situations in this country, Texas fared very well. Back during, like, the 2008 recession, like, we did really well because we are kind of enclosed in. But as the human debacle is, we have to go through hardships to realize where we're failing. And that is literally all life is. It is failing. Time and time again, and learning what works and what doesn't work so we can pass it to the next generation of what worked and what didn't work. That's it. So we're not going to always ever have it right. But we're going to do our damnedest. And I'm hoping that maybe one day the good guys will get the limelight. Because the only thing that seems to make the news now is bad. So I don't watch the news. Send people who can speak violence to deal with those. Force may not be necessary though. For those who are these are where people do not educate. And yeah, it's cops could be too late by the time I need to call them. And 9 times out of 10 they will. It takes seconds. I know. That's all I'll say about that, but I know. Look, if somebody breaks into your home and if you wake up, you're not going to have any time. They could literally be they could literally be raping your daughter at that moment. Are you going to stop and call the police? Knowing your daughter is being raped in the other room? No, I will go in there, shoot him. If I don't have a gun, I'll bite his goddamn throat out. I will kill you. That's my family. And no cop, no judge, no sheriff is going to do to that man what I'm going to do it, because I'll make sure he'll never do it again. That's the difference. That's the animalistic part. You're a threat. I am going to take you out. And I'm not going to give you a second chance to come back. More patrols, better. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many people are beating the street, cop-wise, because they will not be able to protect you from something that is happening. It's just the way it is. Yeah, see, it's not always like I know I get a little fired up about that one. Like, when it comes to my family though, dude, like that's all I've truly got. And just the idea of something like that, there is no phone call. There is no time to dial 911. It's stop it. Oh, sure. But so you're telling me that if somebody was in your home doing something to it and you called the police, they would be there in enough time to save you from harm if you were trapped in the house? If they can be there in 2 minutes, then god dang it, yeah, you've got some good cops, dude. But in that 2 minutes, it will be a lifetime. Helios. Cal. Preventative measures. I think that is probably the big thing there. Preventative measures. Making sure it doesn't happen in the first place. That is the cool thing. Okay. Well, recently, there's a lot of child trafficking in the US right now. The cops aren't there. Okay. When somebody sweeps your kid off of the street, you can call them, but it could already be over. It's up to us to take responsibility. Nobody is going to save you. Nobody's going to protect you the way that you can protect yourself. And there's no arguing that. I think I'm sending the right one. Wait. All right. 20. That's another thing. It's like, what makes the damn news? No, the thing is that there's a system. There shouldn't be a system because systems can ultimately fail. But at the same thing, I think everybody has the basic rights. Everybody should have a right to be safe. So everybody should have a right to feel that way. Because living in the alternative is not, it's not okay. I just want people to get along. personally. I don't think anybody should have to hurt anybody. Once people pull their head out of their ass. Some people just want to be mean. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... they're jerks. Oh god, no. We got one more race in us, gang. Let's throw it down one more time. I want to be a mean bean. Again, I understand where you're talking to two different viewpoints. I can understand why you would trust the police. Yeah, understand why you would want to go something like universal health care that corrupts politicians you have. I wouldn't either, truth be told. But my point is, working towards a system where that can be trusted in place should be a good deal to have. I would love a hugga bugga. Omni, dude. Yeah, I fell in love with you even more after the conversation, to be quite honest. The idea of it, though, is that maybe, just maybe, with all of our different viewpoints, and the longer we carry on, maybe we'll find something that works. Maybe we'll find something that benefits all parties. Maybe it's going to be crypto. And it's what brought us all together. We don't know. The best thing we can do is carry on being a decent human being the best way we can. And we're not always going to get it right. And there is no rule book. There is no saying this is how you're supposed to live. But just remember, the next time you see an old man that can't get off a seat, or a little old lady that needs a little help across the street, or a person in front of you that doesn't have enough money in their pocket to be able to buy milk for their kid, slide a couple bucks up on the counter. Reach down your hand to help pick them up. Of course, there's COVID and everything, so be careful. You don't want to kill somebody from just, but you get the idea. Be the light in the dark.
All right, let's bring that beat back.
We'll see. But the one thing that I can guarantee is people will survive. That is just a guaranteed thing. Alright, I'm going to let you guys have this last race all to yourselves. I ain't touching that one. Alright, we got 12 out there, gang. If you want to race on this last race, be sure to hit exclamation play. Let's do it. I mean, I got Bob on my shirt, man. I love Bob. Bob was a good person. But he got shot. Did it stop him? No. He played that damn concert with a bullet hole in him. And he went nowhere near the US. So, just remember. It doesn't have to fit an agenda. Just do what you like. Don't worry about your ultimate surroundings. Like, if you can help your neighbor, help your neighbor. But if I'm going to worry about everything that's happening up on that hill right now, I wouldn't have any damn hair left, which I ain't got a whole lot, but here we are. Just the tings. Just the tings. Ain't that the truth, daughter of May? Alright, we're going to kick it off. 45 seconds. It's harder, though. It's hard to be selfless in a world that wants to take. But my goal is to leave it better than I found it. That's all. And I love video games, and I want to leave my mark on them, too. I think that's something we can agree on. I'm going to leave it on this story. I was just a little teenage punk. I was probably 19, 20. I was driving down the road. This little old man's on the side of the road. He's reaching for this stop sign just to help him up. Nobody's stopping or anything else. The morals that my mother installed into me said, this man is in need of help, so help him. I stopped, helped him up, drove him to the store, helped him buy a drink, took him back to his house and listened to his story. He tried to give me his guitar. It's a really good guitar too. I said no. And I stopped by again 2 weeks later and he had passed away. One of the last moments that he had on this earth was somebody being kind to him for no reason. That has stuck with me for a very long time. It doesn't matter. All of everything that we've done up until this point is a construct of somebody else. If you could get something out of this world that makes you feel good for being a human and you've helped somebody just for helping them, you can't buy that. You just can't buy it. So it's whatever you choose. If you believe that there is something more, then there's something more. If you don't believe that there's anything more, then that's fine too. There's nothing more. But I just believe that I can change what I can change. And if somebody's sad, maybe I can make them happy. If somebody's hungry, I could possibly fill their belly. If somebody's cold, maybe I can figure a way to warm them up. And that's the thing, like, there were so many people around here offering up showers and food. Wasn't waiting for our government to come save us, but we knew our neighbors would. Because we've been through hurricanes, we've been through disasters, stuff like that on a reasonable yearly basis. And nobody's coming to save us. That's how we look at it. We've only got each other. Disagree intensifies us. And that's perfectly okay, though, Owl. Like, I am not arguing with that point of view. You grew up in a completely different part of this planet with completely different beliefs. But I just didn't believe anything that was taught to me. I just pretty much... I just took it for what I took the world in for what I thought it was. May it be a little storybook fantasy-ish. So be it. But I'd like to think that I made a difference. I just wish the world wasn't so ugly. That's all. It's locked. Getting that last win of the day. Look at you. All right, my lovelies. That's it. Oh my God. Those last sentences right there. I love you guys. Like, that is what this is about. You guys have to understand that though a lot of us are different here in this very room, we're very much the same. And though my beliefs might be different than a lot of yours, I ultimately want the best for everybody. Our situations and circumstances do not define us, but what we do as human beings do. And always remember that it doesn't take a lot to be kind. It can literally be, hey, how you doing today? Could save somebody's life. And I want that to sink in, ZENZO. So guys, I will catch you guys on the next Marvel stream. And until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. This is Tendo. Peace.